had everything written down. That pisses me off. I had everything written down about.
You don't need your notes.
No, I would like them though. Oh.
Those aren't the notes you're looking for.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, good.
They fell out of the back like this was like, I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence. And then I turned it around and here were my notes.
That was like a reverse force thing. I was like, you don't need those notes. And boom, there they were. I knew it. I knew I had the force.
Do you happen to have any Yetis around you this week? You're not.
I don't this week. Actually, I have a glass, unfortunately.
It's because you're in a suit.
It is. I can't have a Yeti in a suit. It's so unprofessional. Like this is like a high, not a highball glass, but you know.
Well, Yetis also are professional. We don't want to talk down to our sponsors.
Oh, no, but they're fun. They're out there. They're like, hey man, let's go hiking. Let's go climb this mountain. Bring your Yeti. Like, this is just like, oh, hello. I'm in a nice little piano bar enjoying the night. Something like that.
Yeah. So this week on Crypt Tidbits, we're going to talk about the Ahool and not Yetis. So we left it with Jay last time. His guesses were, we'll watch a little clip of the video.
Take a look.
You represent the everyman right now.
I do. All you people out there who know nothing about cryptids who have come here to this show to learn, I'm here to tell you that an Ahool is a very thin lizard creature with wings. It's usually either red or orange in color. It's from Eastern Asia, often found in jungles or humid climates, and known for stealing eggs from the local chickens.
So your guesses were it's spectral or ethereal.
That was wrong. That was definitely wrong.
It's a thin lizard.
Yeah, no.
Wings.
I got that one.
Red or orange.
The wings have been described as red now that I've done a little research.
Mm-hmm. It's East Asian / jungles / a humid environment.
Indonesia. That works. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it steals eggs from local chickens.
That it does not, but from what I've read, it relatively sticks to its own diet. It normally doesn't go outside of its little zone, but if there's no food there or you come traipsing through it.
I don't know if it would attack you for eggs. I know it does eat fish.
Yeah.
Attack humans. Let's see here. Let me
local fauna.
So now that we know what it is not, we'll read what it is.
But it's noise too. I also said it's known for being this noise it makes. And I was spot on. When I read that, I was like, oh, I wasn't too far off.
It is insane. So you did get
like 3.
I'll give you 3 things, 3.5 things.
Yeah. The red wings. Yeah.
So we're going to talk about the Ahool. The Ahool is named after its call. If you want to do the call one more time for us. So we know.
Ahoo. It's kind of like the Yahoo thing, like Yahoo. But
I believe maybe a little deeper. I don't know if it has like such a...
Oh, yeah, that was kind of, yeah.
A nice singing voice like you do, It's more like a...
No, it does. It's beautiful. You should hear the call of the Ahool. It's never been recorded, but I know what it sounds like.
So it's said to be a bat-like creature.
Yeah, with like an ape-like possible face, a primate type face.
It's reported to be covered in short, dark gray fur. So there might be some red or orange in there somewhere.
Yeah, I think the fleshiness of the wings are supposedly red, or at least there's been so many. Like there's a lot of the same stuff out there on the Ahool. There's not a lot of. There hasn't even been a sighting since the 90s, as far as I know.
They are, let's see, nocturnal creatures spending its day concealed in caves located behind or beneath waterfalls.
Or behind Walmart, too. I've seen some out there.
Behind Walmart. Its nights spent skimming across rivers in search of large fish upon which it feeds.
They can have them. They can have all the fish they want. Yeah, that sums it up pretty much in a nutshell. Now, I have read also, and I don't know where this information comes from, but when they are born, they stay with their mothers because the fathers just mate and go away. How this information came about, I don't know. But until the males in the tribe are old enough to leave, they stay with the mothers. I've also heard their attack patterns on humans. They don't normally attack humans because they have everything they need.
No. You can't.
What?
You got to back it up to the tribe of Ahools.
Yeah.
That gestate their young until they're old enough to leave the tribe. We're going to go back. We're going to get on that for a split second.
Sure.
Somebody got close enough to see the fact that the Ahools stayed until they were in 5th or 6th grade. Well,
right. Yeah.
With
puberty
the
hits.
family. Yeah. Until puberty hits, but they did not get a picture.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, the earliest sighting is 1925, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. I have 1925, 1927. Yep.
Yep. And in 27 and 29, it was spotted in Portugal. But I don't believe this article that I read or video that I watched based on the Ahool, because how do you attain that information? Like you'd have to be able to study them. And if you know where they are, you should be able to bring someone with a camera, especially, in the year, 2022. It
seems like they took the likeness of an Ahool, which it could have been like a bat. And they're basing its bat tendencies. Like, I'm not sure. I don't know bat life.
I know.
So I'm not sure if bat babies stay with the bat mothers. And I'm wondering if they just took the fact that the Ahool looks like a giant bat and they were like, yeah. It just stays with its mother until it goes off to 2nd grade. Probably an overlap. And the second thing that I read that I also don't think I believe is that it attacks when it has to attack something coming through its territory, because it's very territorial, supposedly. Yep. It perches high above in the trees because it'd be too easy to spot in the sky. And when something comes underneath it, it just drops down and attacks the spine and just snaps it so it can't go anywhere and devours it. But once again, how did someone attain this information other than speculation? So the story that I think it originally comes from is in the 1925 story. That's when the first sighting of the Ahool was. Mm-hmm. And I know this happens a lot, and I want to be like, I don't know how to put this without saying natives or locals. So I'm going to use the term natives or locals. Okay. I don't know if that's the correct term. That's fair. That's fair. But when they would go out in the jungles and be like, it's just a owl. You guys saw a big owl. And the locals and the natives are like, look, we know what an owl looks like. Don't talk down to us. This is a huge giant bat with the face of an ape. And that was what had happened in 1927. He had showed them pictures of owls. And he's like, no, you guys just saw a big owl. That's why it sounds the Ahool. I'm not going to do the Ahool call, but we'll throw one in here. Ahool. I hope my compressor doesn't cut that out. I don't know what any of those words mean. That's Spanish. But he did hear the noise, and it was not, he knew for a fact that it was not an owl producing that. I mean, it sounds like an owl noise to me, though. It sounds like it would be an unidentified owl, except for the fact that they showed the natives pictures of owls and whatnot. And they were like, nope, it's a huge bat with a monkey face. So this is something I don't think we've ever talked about when it comes to cryptids. So it was only seen, as far as we know, from 1925 to 1999, let's say. So let's say that was just an oddity. Could it have been a weird offshoot of a bird and a bat and a gorilla or something? I don't know, some kind of weird DNA thing instead of actually being a cryptid. And that's why I don't know if bats and birds can mate. Yeah, one's a mammal. I don't think they have the right. Yeah. No, but there was figure it out. There was an episode of Destination Truth maybe 5 years ago where Josh Gates went into, I believe, Indonesia and talked to some of the locals there, and they were still seeing this. And it's quite possible there's another the cousin of this that they said it could be. I'll get to it in just a second. Yeah, go ahead. I know what you're talking about.
I just can't think of the name of it. Anywho, there's this other
Yes,
thing.
the anywho.
The ropin.
Yeah.
It is found in Africa, but there's also been similar sightings of these creatures as far as China, and Portugal. So you're looking at all of Europe and Asia down into Africa. Like it could be that I don't know that it is that widespread. They're just so rarely seen that there's so little information about them.
So what I thought you were going to say was the orang bati, Bati. I might be pronouncing that wrong. That's another flying cryptid located in Southeast Asia.
There's quite a few, actually. If you start digging in, like even the North American, what is it? You know what I'm talking about. Not King Kong, Jesus Christ. Bigfoot, it's big, it's Batfoot. Is that what it's called? Which is supposed to be like kind of a hybrid.
BatSquatch?
BatSquatch, that's it.
BatSquatch.
Yeah.
Let me do some BatSquatch real quick.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite possible that, when Pangea existed, certain creatures just spread out further than other creatures. And that's why I've heard anywhere from a 10-foot to a 28-foot wingspan on these things. That's
yeah. The generalized is about, I almost said noon for 12. So 12, not noon.
Noon spread. Yeah. 12
it's about noon. It's about a 12. It's a 10 and 2. Let's see. The BatSquatch is a flying cryptid that was allegedly seen near Mount St. Helens in 1980. So that's the one you're talking about. When did Mount St. Helens
erupt?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a doctor. I don't know that.
Hold on a second.
Yeah. Like the bad day to stop sniffing glue.
It's a bad day to move my keyboard so you guys can all hear me.
You sound great though. I can hear you better than, most times that I hear you.
Okay, so BatSquatch was seen. I don't know if you can. I feel like those are helicopters are showing up because I'm getting too close to a truth here.
I think you are. You need to back up a little bit. Back up.
Oh my goodness.
Whew. They might hover around for a little while.
They might hover around for a little while. I think I just hit upon something.
You're close.
So if you see all of a sudden my screen goes black,
we know what happened.
Call the police. Okay, so BatSquatch showed up near Mount St. Helens in 1980.
Yeah.
Mount St. Helens exploded.
That was a long time before 80 though, wasn't it?
Was it? Because it exploded
I'm thinking
May
of Pompeii.
18th, 1980.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if we should know this or not. The helicopters have gone away for right now. Maybe we're close, but we haven't hit the pinnacle of, I don't know if this is an Ahool episode. I think this is a BatSquatch episode. It looks like a Mothman in the pictures that they're showing here. So do you think that Ahools might be just a smaller, different type of Mothman?
No, you don't hear about the Mothman going, ahoo, very often. What noise does a Mothman make?
It just chapstick. He just does chapstick.
Chapstick? Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard that in the dark sometimes.
That's freaky. I don't like that. I think that the BatSquatch might be
an Ahool or a Mothman?
An unidentified Mothman.
Okay. We're off the Ahool.
Brings me to maybe, I'm going to still also go with that Ahools could be a subspecies of Mothman. They fly.
They fly, but
that's about it. That's where I'm going with it. They fly. They have wings.
Yeah, the wings is so different though. This is a stretch. This is a real stretch. Look at, you don't even hear helicopters. They're laughing at you. Like,
they went away. They were like, fuck that bitch. No, I think that BatSquatch, they're coming back. Every time I mention BatSquatch, I hear the helicopters again.
All right. Let's keep talking about BatSquatch then. So
nervous.
Is there anything written about BatSquatch that ties it to Sasquatch? Like, is there a connection there?
It's half bat, half Bigfoot, 100% terrifying.
Okay.
I don't know if you need more than that. Hold on. Let's see. BatSquatch is a cryptid flying humanoid creature that is said to closely resemble a Bigfoot in stature, but with the addition of bat-like wings and the ability to fly.
That sucks. Flightless birds are the worst. They must hate themselves.
No, he can fly.
Oh, he can fly.
Right? The ability to fly.
Okay. So, all right.
And he is even more elusive than Bigfoot and has only a few scarce, reputable sightings.
Yeah. And I mean, I hadn't heard of him until I started looking into the Ahool and finding other, offshoots of the bat.
There's a lot of people that say he has, let's see here, blue tinted fur, yellowish eyes, and sharp teeth.
That's colorful.
Let's go to, hold on, let's pull up a picture of Mothman.
There's not a lot of blue things in the world.
There are not. Mothman, which I know is Mothman. He is what he is. I mean, we all know. But Mothman is also a humanoid-sized creature with wings that can fly.
I wonder if Mothman and the Grim Reaper hang out. They seem like they'd get along really well.
If anything, Mothman, BatSquatch, and the Grim Reaper have a D&D group together.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Let's see.
Blue fur, though. Huh.
Yeah, let's see if they're all like that. They're not all blue furs. I wonder if maybe they saw it at night in the headlights of a car and it reflected blue.
Maybe.
Off the fur, because not all of I'm just reading some articles here, not all of the articles talk about blue fur. Let's see. So this one has a picture, but it's very blurry. I don't know if you can tell. I think we're getting too close to this.
I hear him back.
The helicopters are back again.
Good Lord.
There is a BatSquatch Mothman conspiracy that we have stumbled across here tonight on Crypt Tidbits.
Hashtag.
They are circling the house. They know that we know. How has no one put this together before?
The world may never know.
The world may never know if these helicopters actually get here tonight. That's really strange. I always thought BatSquatch was kind of just like, oh, it's BatSquatch.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I figured like it was just an offshoot of some primate bat thing, but apparently there's so much more to it.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's dig deeper into this. Let's dig deeper.
I don't know if I want to. They're getting closer.
Well, then here's a question for you. How did it come about? Is it its own species, or did Mothman and Bigfoot get together and, get a little funky?
That also could, timelines might not match up. It might be a Bigfoot and an Ahool child that produced a BatSquatch, which people see and think is we're cold. We're getting cold.
No, we're wrong.
They're gone.
Okay,
we're wrong.
All right. Here's another theory. Mothman is carrying Sasquatch. He's holding him, and so you see the illusion of Bigfoot, who's just happened to roll around in a bunch of blueberry bushes, and Mothman's carrying him around. Nope.
Nothing.
That's nothing. Okay.
Let me look at this article really quick. Let's see. I don't know how to pronounce this, but Yelmidans, Yelmidans take cover, under the shadow of a suspicious creature. So it started as a rumor after the May 1980 eruption of Mount St. Helens and has spread to community as the truth of BatSquatch over Mount Rainier continues to emerge. 4 goats, 5 chickens, 2 cows, and a pig have been unaccounted for after the sightings. Yeah. Oh, it's getting closer. So BatSquatch could be a Bigfoot type Mothman who shows up before. Can't tell. I think they just landed on the house and they're just like, we'll let this bitch talk for a little while and we'll see what happens.
So it just shows up when volcanoes erupt.
Or does it cause volcanoes to erupt?
Does it have a list of abilities other than flight?
Other than causing volcanoes?
I mean, I don't expect that, but maybe it has some, fiery tendencies or something.
It has a loud, deep, bassy yell.
Not an Ahool sound.
Not an Ahool sound. So the timeline, the first BatSquatch sighting was right before the Mount St. Helens eruption.
And then Mount Rainier again.
Yep.
Huh.
Hikers have reported a close encounter with that on Mount Shasta.
Likes mountains.
So it's a mountainous type of cryptid. Hold on a second. Let's go to another article here. We might be getting further away from the truth because I don't even hear a helicopter anymore. It's said to be around 9 feet tall. Let's see what how tall Mothman's supposed to be. I think Mothman's supposed to be tall, right?
Really? I thought maybe human size or smaller. I don't know. I haven't read anything on the Mothman. I just know,
in my head, he seems huge, I think, just because of his.
So does he look like Arthur from The Tick?
No.
So he's not humanoid. He's more of a moth creature.
I think he reminds me of, we'll put a picture up. So the picture I'm looking at, he looks about 10 feet tall when they.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He's got black. He looks like hold on. I'll share this with you.
Yeah. I want to take a look at this thing.
We will.
Oh, what? Now that's creepy, man. I've never even, I haven't seen the movie. I haven't really looked at pictures. Okay. I figured it was just a moth. You know what I mean? Like a little moth.
It was just a little moth flying around fucking shit up.
Yeah.
That gets me. That's like, okay.
That's creepy. Yeah. I don't want to run into that. Although I feel like red eyes, you see red eyes in the dark, you just run anyway.
BatSquatch also is said to have red eyes.
What about the Ahool? I think Ahool.
Let's find my Ahool page.
Ahool.
Yeah.
Ahool. Ooh.
Ahool has red eyes. The wings are different. The wings are leathery as opposed to furry.
Yeah.
Although
that thing's so dark, how can you tell what's underneath the fur?
Exactly. And who's getting close enough that they're going to know what the Mothman's wings are made of?
Not me. I wonder if I could detect if an Ahool or other bat-like creature was around, or if it's just bats. Do they use sonar?
Who, Ahools?
Yeah.
I don't believe so. I don't think Ahools, Mothmans, BatSquatches, anything of a flying.
Then I wouldn't be able to tell.
That's really crazy, that BatSquatch. I had always in my head heard the term BatSquatch and been like, oh, that's Weekly World News or whatever.
Right.
Newspaper.
Bat Boy, yeah.
Yeah, Bat Boy. I think I always thought Bat Boy and BatSquatch were the same thing, but
I thought it was just like the Batman version for Sasquatch. I thought there was like a superhero or vigilante.
I don't think cryptids need a superhero. I think they are their own superhero.
Good point.
I made a list of up and coming cryptids we can do. We can put on in the cryptid box and pull one out every week. And BatSquatch was not on it, but I'm trying to see if there's any other type of winged creature.
Well, there's the I found another one, the Congamato. So there's the Ropin, the Congamato, the Ahool.
Hold on. Let me look up Ropin, because that just reminds me of Mr. Roper, and I know that's not who we're talking about.
Yeah, no.
Ropin, Ropen.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Ropin looks like a big thunderbird.
We didn't talk about that either. There's other theories saying it could be a pterosaur, like a fossil pterosaur, like a living fossil too.
The Ahool, the Ropin, the BatSquatch, or the Mothman?
The Ahool.
Okay. I know that's how we started this off, right? It was the Ahool.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Ahool looks more primate though, I think.
Yeah, big time.
I don't believe like it's supposed to be a leftover like what
reptile or dinosaur.
Yeah, Lost World thing.
Yeah, Jurassic Park.
Yeah. No, it's a book, like Journey to the Center of the Earth type of situation where they all show up and there's dinosaurs again there.
Yeah, I don't read books.
It was a movie with Will Ferrell too. Does that help?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Yeah, I watched that one.
Yeah. I believe like that this stuff does exist. I just don't think it's like leftover dinosaurs.
Yeah. There's not many cases except for that one.
Mokele Mbembe, which I'm saying wrong again every single time.
Close enough, though.
Close enough.
You would have fooled me.
That's a dinosaur. Little fun fact for you: don't smoke.
Yeah, smoking's bad. But wait a minute? Is that a Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee fitting perfectly inside a Yeti?
Let us bring it back to the Yeti really quick because I don't know if we pushed how amazing these things were because I have not gotten one Yeti in the mail yet. We learned this. Herbie and I learned this trick from our good friend, The Cause.
Oh, yeah. He was on the last episode or a few episodes ago.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It'll be the last episode when this goes up, I think.
That dick.
Did you like that?
Yeah.
He taught us that a large Dunkin' Donuts coffee fits perfectly in a whatever 40-ounce Yeti tumbler.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That's perfect.
So if you're a weirdo like me, where you take these empty cups, here's another little fun hint from Cryptid Bits.
Dun, 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 dun.
If you take these after you drink all the coffee out of it and you fill it, see where the coffee level is?
Yeah.
It's trademarked. You see where the coffee level is?
Mm-hmm.
If you take that and you fill this back up with water, go with me here, and you freeze this cup with the water in it, you have ice that fits perfectly.
You take it out and put it
into the Yeti.
Oh my Lord, that's genius.
Instead of putting like 6 or 7 ice cubes in, you have a ice block. I realize the ice, because it actually has a little ridge in it and everything.
Couldn't you just fill the Yeti up to that point with water?
No, because you're not supposed to freeze Yetis.
Oh, I did not know that. Good information to have.
So you're not supposed to freeze your Yetis. But if you fill a Dunkin' Donuts cup up after you're done with the Dunkin' Donuts cup, I call them big ices.
Big ice.
Yeah. I usually have 5 or 6 big ices freezing at any given point because you can put the big ice, you take it, you could even leave it in the Dunkin' Donuts cup or take it out of the Dunkin' Donuts cup.
Either way.
And it fits. You have a massive block of ice that will keep your stuff cold for weeks.
Damn. Do you think it could be a Big Cryptid that's flying overhead?
You know what? They probably watched that episode a couple weeks ago where we
outed them. Yeah.
Oh no. Unless they're flying around the house in a helicopter throwing promotional materials and dollar bills at me, they need to bounce because I think we might get a little too close with the BatSquatch, Mothman,
Ahool.
Ahool.
Congo something or other.
There was no Congo.
What was it called? It's called the, hold on. I am not on the right page. The Congamato.
Oh, I didn't look that one up. I'm sorry.
Take a look at the Congamato. It's more of a pterosaur, pterodactyl type deal than it is a bat, ape-like creature, but
starts with a K, not a C.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, its beak is filled with long, jagged teeth. Wounds from those supposedly injured by the beast support this claim.
Obviously.
Deep in the jungles of Central Africa, there are stories about a fierce flying beast that may be a creature left over from the age of dinosaurs. Natives of the region fear Congamato and flee in terror at any report of a sighting.
Can you blame them?
It definitely looks pterosaurus.
Yeah.
That's a word.
Pterosaurus rex, I believe.
It's a pterosaurus. I wonder where all of these, like I said, I do believe like a lot of stuff like exists out there, but this thing it looks like a really mean, well, the picture I pulled up at least, a really mean woody woodpecker.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is strange. Hold on, we'll just share this here.
You got to wonder if, like, well, look what evolution did to humans.
It looks like a really mean woody woodpecker.
That does.
I don't like that.
That's
look
creepy.
What evolution did to humans? What?
Well, like, all right, we talk about eliminating dinosaurs altogether, that nothing could be a leftover from a dinosaur. But like, if we have been evolving for the last, however many hundreds of thousands of years or tens of thousands of years as humans, like, what if something did survive from, any kind of Jurassic period or whatever, and somehow evolved just like humans did? Like we now have cell phones in our pockets. They didn't evolve the same way, but what if some
didn't evolve with cell phones in our pockets, though?
No, but eventually they ended up there, and eventually they'll just be attached to us as own.
No, yeah, it'll be a neurotransmitter in our brain.
So what if a dinosaur, like a pterosaur, survived for another 100,000 years or 400,000 years for that matter? Where would it be then? What would change about it to help it continue to survive 100,000, 400,000 years later?
Cell phone technology. If you're wondering all of a sudden, just surprise, this isn't a real forest. This is next to a window.
What?
Yeah, I didn't want everybody to think I lived in the forest. I am in the forest. It's just I have a window in the forest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, that makes perfect sense. I mean, I have my desk in the forest and a film crew.
True. I mean, we need more of a film crew.
Yeah.
Come on, Big Cryptid. Stop flying around my house and promote this shit.
Nice Yeti, by the way.
Thanks. You can fit a large Dunkin' Donuts cup in here.
That's what I've heard.
So in a few weeks from now, we actually do have possibly...
Oh, some guests.
I'm not sure if Pat and
Dave
will be on. We might be talking about let's see here, Flatwoods Monster.
Yeah, the West Virginia one, right?
The West Virginia Flatwoods Monster. I think that would be a good one since you guys are all maybe close by that area.
Yeah. Pat is, for those of you who don't know, he is a amateur mycologist. I would call him a professional because he knows more than I do.
He's a mushroom doctor at this point.
Yeah, and he's a skeptic of the cryptid world, but I think his friend Dave, who I think I know, maybe a believer or somewhat of a believer.
Mm-hmm. We had Corey on a few weeks ago. And he was a skeptic about possibly Thunderbird and whatnot. But a lot of people don't go out looking for these cryptids. A lot of people go hunting for them, and they go to the jungles and they go to the Bridgewater Triangle. They go wherever they need to go to find a cryptid.
Right.
But also these are the same people that if they were confronted with a cryptid, I'm not sure how much they would like that either if they wanted to believe it.
True. Because even Corey, being the skeptic, as we talk to him, if you go back and watch the episode, you'll see the evolution of Corey as he starts out like, I don't believe in nothing. And then he tells us stories of things that he's experienced. And all of a sudden,
there are a lot of things that people experience. They might just not realize they're cryptid encounters.
Exactly.
Like Big Cryptid I can hear them in the distance. So I think we're still on point. I do want to come back next week and still talk about cryptids. I don't want to not show up. And if I don't show up, you know what happened to me.
Yeah. Well, don't worry about it, Jess, because after she's gone, you know who you got as the host. Moi. Cryptid Bits with Jason.
It doesn't flow as well.
No, it doesn't. I don't like that. I'll change the name of the show. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I figured as much. I do have a list of things to talk about in the upcoming episodes. Why don't you pick one off the list?
Okay. I don't have the list.
No, I'm going to read you the list.
Number 7.
The Ogopogo.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
The Ogopogo. Hold on a second.
Ogopogo.
The Ogopogo.
Okay. All right.
Hold on. Wait.
Oh, I know. I see them. I see the Ogopogo in my mind.
Do you?
Yes.
It'd be crazy if you actually got good enough at this to be like, I could give you one. You're like, yeah, that's this.
Yeah. and I just nail it every time.
Mind blowing.
I mean, the Ogopogo, if you remember the 70s toy, the Fisher Price Little People, before they were plastic, they were wooden. They kind of look like that, but they're furry. They have very segmented bodies where their heads, their abdomen, and their, I don't know, lower appendages are covered in a white furry hair. They have very small, beady black eyes. Some of them have antennae. They mean you no harm whatsoever, and they are also vegetarians. However, you come trotting through their area, they have traps set out. You'll wake up one day and you're like, I'm going to go for a walk in the forest. They trap you. All of a sudden you wake up back in your bed and you're like, didn't I go for a walk in the forest? They have magic.
Would you say they're terrestrial, flying, or what are the options? Terrestrial, flying, or...
Well, I mean, the females are flying. They certainly have the ability, but the males are bound to the earth. Kind of like the gelfling. The gelflings.
Okay.
Yeah.
What? Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot female gelflings can fly.
Mm-hmm.
Or was it just that one gelfling?
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Not on my list.
Yeah,
so
I don't.
So the Ogopogo, is it the way you described it? Would you go that it's like an insectoid? Is that kind of what
a furry insectoid that walks upright and bounces a lot?
Okay, well, we'll find out in a couple of weeks if Jay is correct on the Ogopogo. In between there, we are going to have a Fresno Nightcrawlers episode because I love them. Have you heard of them before?
Nope.
I don't know if it's a cryptid in the same sense like Bigfoot, Mothman, whatnot would be. It's more of a something I saw once in that video on YouTube, and my whole body just went ice cold. It defies any type of normal earth realm type of
okay.
What am I talking about here?
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. Like you can, when you think of any creature you could ever imagine, it's tangible, it's physical, it acts in a certain way.
Correct.
But this is not that.
Yeah, it defies any properties known to anything, I guess is what I'm...
I'm intrigued.
So we're going to do the Fresno Nightcrawler. I love that one. People have taken that cryptid and made it adorable. So you can buy t-shirts of it with like big eyes and weaving eyelashes. It's adorable. It's a big pair of white pants that walks around.
That's sweet.
And not when in the original video, it's not so adorable, but people have made it cute. But that will be in a couple weeks from now. We can pick that one up.
Nice. I won't give my description. I'll wait on that one until...
Oh, there's nothing. Right. You don't even have... It's a big pair of white pants that walks around.
Oh, okay.
There's literally no more, no less to it.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. I don't know if it falls under Slender Man type of cryptid or Bigfoot type of cryptid, but either way, I think they're adorable and they just freak me out. Like if one showed up here, done. Just give it a
big hug.
You'll never see me again. No, I just go screaming off into the woods behind me.
Okay. I mean, a pair of pants don't really scare me.
You would think it wasn't, but it's the way that these pants move. It's not just like a pair of jeans walking on its own. It's a white, all-legged creature.
Like a Ben Vereen.
Yeah. Like Ben Vereen. He used to tap dance, right?
Ooh, yeah, I'm out. I am out. Man could do crazy stuff with his feet and toes.
Oh, that was right. Ben Vereen was actually a dancer?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Ben Vereen was a dancer. Yeah.
Hold on. We're going to do a quick Ben Vereen.
I mean, unless my memory is really...
No, I was surprised that actually made sense in my head. Vereen?
Ben Vereen.
Oh, wow. Get out of here.
Get out of town.
Get out of town. So it's kind of like a Ben Vereen bottom.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't want to see that. I'm out.
No, it's very, very creepy.
I'm not hugging Ben Vereen's pants.
I don't want to hug Ben Vereen's lower half. No offense to Ben Vereen.
Yeah, no. I think he's dead, but is he dead?
No, I just actually looked. He's still alive.
Oh, good for him.
I was going to make a Ben Vereen ghost joke, and then I was like, oh, can't. He's still alive here.
I feel bad now.
I did want to bring up far in the future. We can do also an episode on the Kappa. I think you might like the Kappa.
Pretty sure that's a fish creature, but we'll get to that later. Oh God,
it's aquatic.
I'll circle around.
You can circle around to it. We can do the Kappa. We can do the Nightcrawler. I would love to hear your thoughts on the Dober Chew.
Sure, I have lots of thoughts on what is it called? Dober Chew. Is it like a Doberman?
It's like definitely something I pronounced wrong. Dobharchu.
Dober Chew.
Okay.
Yeah. It's that is if I'm not mistaken, it is either Indian or Moroccan around the the Northern Africa region.
We'll circle back to that.
Yeah, let's get back on that one later.
And then also I would like to have, I believe, see if the cause would like to come back on for an All Point Bulletin special about the Thunderbird. He did seem extremely interested in the Thunderbird.
I look forward to that one. We got a lot of good guests coming up, some authors and all kinds of fun things.
Yeah, it should be a nice little cryptid walk in the woods, if you will.
Oh, nice. Pun intended.
As long as you don't see an Ahool dropping from the trees.
No. We certainly learned a lot about the Ahool.
We learned nothing about the Ahool. We ended up talking about it. And
we
then
shared
moved over to BatSquatch.
BatSquatch, yeah.
BatSquatch, who is Mothman's counterpart? I don't know.
Yeah,
Do they work together? Do they work apart?
I still think it's just Mothman carrying Bigfoot around.
They're both tall enough. I mean, if Mothman is strong enough to pick up a Bigfoot and fly him around mountains, then that's where BatSquatch came from.
It's always a possibility in the world of cryptids.
None of it makes any sense, but yeah, we started off with Ahool and we ended up with BatSquatch. Thanks again for watching.
And if you're Big Cryptid, thanks for stopping by tonight.
Yeah, sorry, Big Cryptid. I feel like I got a little too close.
Go get yourself a Yeti.
Yeah, and get yourself some Big Ice.